A welcome to my magic world of myths and memories, talismans and totems. How do you make plans? How do you start doing this sort of thing? You have to be aware from the start that this kind of photography takes a little time and patience. My my notebooks aren't full of really accurate, polished drawings. My drawing skills are somewhat limited, and my arthritis in my hands cuts that skill down a little bit. The beginning of this is you need to start with a design for what you're trying to do, an idea that works for you, something that is simple enough or complex enough to match your skills as they develop. And the plans that I use for my backgrounds can be just as simple as a sheet of something that's painted grey or white, or I might cut a square out in the middle of it, or I might have a rectangle in the middle of it. Seahorses are on the list of protected species these days, but you can get plastic ones that look as good as the real things, and sometimes an old fish from a fishmonger. Foreign stamps work well. Dried fruit, like sections through oranges or whatever. And you'll see that I use a lot of bird skulls. So in fact, your choice of subject is only limited by your imagination. And I'm sure your imagination is much wider than mine. Make sure that you dilute your acrylic paint because it goes a lot further and it's thinner. It doesn't clog up things. I tend to buy old legal documents from eBay, and you search for old legal documents and you buy handwritten legal documents from the 1800s, before the typewriter was invented. And then you can photograph those and copy them and use them as a layer of texture. The great advantage is they're out of copyright anyway. I'm not a religious person. You can get rosaries and crucifixes quite cheaply on Amazon or eBay, and they do add something to your artwork. What I've got here is just my guillemot skull arranged with a feather on the board that I've just made. And when we've got to this stage, we're ready to apply the magic. And so in order to do that, you've taken your photograph, you open it up and sprinkle a little Photoshop magic. And so there are numbers magically appearing on top of my labels. Now we're going to do some more magic if we can. A recent one, starfish in a box, and the box is a cigar box lid. And this circle that starfish is resting on is air-dried clay. This one recently won an award in one of the Scottish Photographic Federation competitions. And I photographed that. And I confess to being in an antique centre and getting chased out for photographing the clocks at the antique centre. Not a good move.